A dollar saved is a dollar earned. You've heard that financial phrase before. Not one of my favorites. What are some of the financial phrases that you should be living by? I've got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Did you have phrases in your household growing up? Or if you're a parent right now, I'm sure you've got phrases. When I was growing up, my dad would always say, that's a character builder. That's a character builder. I even say it right now with the tone of sarcasm in my voice just because he said it so frequently. But it was a reminder that anytime you're going through tough times or you have a bad outcome, no, there's benefits long term. It's making you stronger. It's making you tougher. As a travel baseball coach, the kids know I've got a ton of phrases. They tease me proportionately. What about financial phrases? Do you have any financial phrases that maybe you use with your spouse or use with your family, maybe were passed down from your parents to you that have been sort of gold nuggets that help course correct and keep you pointed on the right track? If so, share them in the comments below. But I'm going to share my three favorite financial phrases that I would actually encourage you, even though I'm sure you've heard these before. These aren't just financial phrases. These are words to live by. The first, one of my favorites, if not my favorite, pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. Maybe you've heard that financial phrase before. Here's what it means. You should be prioritizing saving or investing before you begin spending some of your income. Prioritizing saving or investing before you start spending. Most people prioritize their income. I'm going to spend and then I'll save, and then maybe if there's anything left over, I'll give as well. But there's usually not much for those last two. And instead, I'd reverse that order. Prioritize saving first, especially right now where almost so many expenses, let's just say that, are subscriptions. I don't know if you hesitate or wince a little bit every time you sign up for a new subscription. Sign up for your future subscription first. I know that's pretty corny, even more corny than the phrase, but prioritize paying yourself first and saving a chunk of your income before you look at spending it or before you look at doing anything else with it. This is one of the beauties of saving into your workplace retirement plan, your 401k, and that you can cut a 15%, 10%, cut a slice off of your income and set it aside for your future self before that money even lands in your bank account. So words to live by, financial phrases to live by, my favorite. Pay yourself first. My second favorite, and this one is even more applicable today, and that is don't be house poor. Don't be house poor. So what that means is where you get yourself in a situation where you've bought so much house, either it's so expensive or the property taxes, the maintenance, whatever it is, that so much, a disproportionate amount of your take-home income is needing to go towards living expenses, your mortgage and property taxes and those sorts of things, leaving little room for you to do anything else. So the phrase is, people saying, well, hey, do you want to come do this? Do you want to go do this? No, I'm house poor. I really can't do anything else because I've got this house. With housing affordability really being stretched, this phrase is even more important, really from two different sides. One, if you're wanting to get into a house, it's really tempting to stretch and stretch that budget. And I really want to get in this neighborhood or have these certain features. And you know what? Those houses just cost a lot more. And what am I going to do? I just have to do it. Well, finding a way to either save up or buy a cheaper house that maybe doesn't have all of those features so you're not house poor will give you more flexibility and the ability to build up more of your finances. But then on the other side of the spectrum, as your income grows, as your career progresses, there is a propensity for people to continue to push the limits on how much house they can afford. As your income grows up, well, I need to be in a house that matches the highest level of my income. And both of those can put strains on this phrase of becoming potentially house poor. The risk isn't just that you become house poor and therefore you can't do as many vacations or you can't go out to eat as much or do some of those other things. But what we're seeing and what we see most often is that you're still going to go out to eat. You're still going to have those current day experiences because they're right in front of you. What gets cut are those long-term goals. You don't save as much for your financial future and your finances get out of balance by not living by this financial phrase. And then the third financial phrase to live by, tried and true. This one can get tired as well, but it is so appropriate. Stay the course. Stay the course. Early on in my career, was working with a great couple, very, very kind of salt of the earth, just friendly, down to earth people. And each of them, they didn't really make a lot of income. And so just initially getting to know them financially, and not that I was setting expectations or kind of, I don't know, anticipating, well, they probably don't have that much saved. But I will tell you, when we did finally get into their finances, they had far more saved up than what I was expecting. And then they even admitted it as well. There's no way we would have ever been able to save up this money if it weren't for the phrase from my uncle, is what he would say, that growing up, his uncle had a big influence on him financially and would constantly tell him, what do? We stay the course. And just like that, what do? We stay the course. So I knew anytime I got a chance to see this client, or he reached out during some really volatile times in the stock market, he would be coaching me. Not that I needed it, but he would say, what do? We stay the course. What do? We stay the course. And so that's been one of those phrases for him, beyond just, what we've all heard, to stay the course. Okay, yep, I get it, with the eye roll. No, that was a mantra to them, to stay the course with their investing, with their investment strategies, regardless of what was going up and down, or what was happening in the markets going up and down. But also that bled to keep saving, stay the course, keep saving, stay the course. Those are two things that really get people off track during those volatile times. I'm going to shift my investment strategies, right? My risk tolerance, and therefore I'm not getting as much of that rebound when it inevitably occurs. But the other is, I'm not staying the course. I'm going to stop my saving until things feel safer, or I feel like I'm just throwing money away. I'm going to veer off the course, because why would I continue doing this? When instead it's those dollars that you're investing at those very volatile times that end up working the hardest for you, because they're buying more shares at depressed prices and have that greater potential to rebound. So pay yourself first, don't be house poor, and stay the course. Those are my 3 favorite financial phrases to live by. What are yours? Leave those in the comments below. And regardless of what they are, all of those relate to your financial plan and making a wise choice in your financial life. So work with your certified financial planner on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.